This video is going to help you get to know your role and map out your argument for the Be a Reformer project. I'm going to go over something called a persuasion map with you. So on slide 7, you'll see an actual persuasion map. And to help kind of explain how this works, I'm going to choose a cause that I believe in and fill in the persuasion map so you can kind of see how it gets done. But basically, this is a tool, a graphic organizer tool that we're going to use to help us map out our argument. Now, the reason for this isn't just to get to know our role. This is something we can use later on when we're writing a letter, when we're writing a speech, when we're trying to explain to someone our reasons for believing something in order to convince them to join our cause or to make change. So the type of reformer that I'm going to be, and to edit these boxes, all you have to do is kind of double click on them. I would leave the questions in there for now. The type of reformer I'm going to be is an environmentalist. And I'll be a little more specific. I'll try to spell correctly too. I'll be an environmentalist who is concerned about animals and clean water. What am I fighting for? Okay, so that when asking myself as an environmentalist who cares about animals and clean water, what am I fighting for? That means what do I want at the end of this movement? I will know my movement has ended when what occurs or what is changed. So I'm fighting for strict regulations or laws on the types of chemicals people can put down on their lawns and also driveways. Okay. Now, when you're thinking about your reasons, this is something that you can think of very quickly and come up with reasons, but to really convince people, you may want to think a little deeper, perform even some research. Maybe think about going online and researching these movements and the effects of things, maybe get some statistics. You can also do something like telling a story of something personally that happened to you. Those are all persuasive techniques that we'll get into in days 2 and 3 of this lesson. But for now, you just kind of want to outline in quick thinking what your major beliefs are for wanting this type of change. My first reason is kind of a personal story. Pets. Pets can be harmed by fertilizers, also salts that people put down to melt snow. So that's basically my first reason. And examples are different pets that I've encountered have become sick after being exposed to chemicals. And now if I were writing my essay, I might want to give a little more detail, obviously, about that. But here I'm just jotting down my ideas, where maybe I tell a story about how a dog may have walked through someone's driveway that just put down salt to melt snow, and then the dog licked its paws when it got inside because they were dry, and the dog is then ingesting all these chemicals that are in the driveway salt. So lots of dangerous things can happen there. Another reason is that I want stricter laws is currently different states have different, actually it's not just states, it's actually localities too, like cities and suburbs have different rules, have different laws about chemicals and chemical applications. An example would be that I know of, without doing any research, I know that in New York, you must put up a sign that tells people what was sprayed on a lawn, but in Texas, you do not have to. Also, to back up that reason that I have there, my parents used to live in Texas, and when I was younger, we had a dog, and the dog was perfectly fine and healthy in New York, where I grew up. And shortly after my parents took the dog to Texas, the dog developed stomach cancer. And the doctor said that maybe one of the reasons why was because of the exposure to the pesticides that were being sprayed and fertilizers that were being sprayed in the neighborhood that my parents moved to. And the dog was spending a lot of time on the grass and things like that. So that would be my reasoning for, or anecdote, personal story or example that would kind of go along with that reason to help convince someone or to get them to care more about my position. Reason number 3 is runoff during rainstorms can wash fertilizers and lawn chemicals / pesticides into streams, rivers, lakes, bays, gulfs. Another example I could give of that to support that would be, if you're in my homeroom, you know that I really don't like this thing, but there's this thing in Florida that they have in the Gulf of Mexico called red tide, and they believe that it's every few years algae is blooming in the Gulf of Mexico, and it kills off a great deal of sea life, marine life in that area, and they think that the major cause of it is runoff from all the pesticides and chemicals that are sprayed on people's lawns and golf courses and stuff in Florida. So I could talk more about that in my essay or my speech to help convince people of my argument. So now that I've stated which reformer I am, I've stated what I'm fighting for, and I've got my reasons outlined, I want to use this information to develop a thesis statement. So a thesis statement is a one-sentence statement that summarizes or captures the main purpose of an essay being written. This particular thesis statement needs to express my opinion or what I'm fighting for. You can use the terms "I believe" or not. I'm not going to. I'm going to try to avoid using those terms, and I'm just going to make a statement without saying what I believe. So I'm going to start off by saying America needs strict regulations on what types of chemicals people can use on their property, because I'm talking about yards and driveways, so I'm going to say property, in order to reduce negative effects on the environment, people's pets, and bodies of water. Okay, so I've stated the type of reformer I am. I'm an environmental, so I'm saying, and what I want is strict regulation. So I'm saying America needs strict regulations on what types of chemicals people can use on their property. So I've captured these first 2 boxes here in the first part of my thesis statement, and then I'm alluding to my reasons. I'm not going into great depth. I'm just generally referring to the 3 reasons that I came up with by saying, in order to reduce negative effects on the environment, people's pets, and bodies of water. Okay, so now someone who's reading my speech or listening to my speech or reading my op-ed article, they can quickly determine what it is I'm arguing for or about just by reading my thesis statement. Okay, so really work hard to craft a good thesis statement. This is something that you can copy and paste later on in this assignment. And one more thing to discuss with you about this persuasion map is, once you're finished, you want to go to the next slide and complete this form. Okay, on this form, we're going to ask you to tell us which option you've chosen and also to copy and paste your thesis statement there. So you may want to, as soon as you're done typing, you may want to copy all of this by highlighting it and hitting Control-C. And then that way when you're filling in this form, you can just hit Control-V and paste it right in there. Good luck on your persuasion map, and I hope you guys have some great ideas to support your arguments.